All right.
Do I
Hello,
have to
friends, and welcome. This is a very impromptu live show. I am here with a bunch of my friends, and we just witnessed the death rattle of TikTok in the US. So we were live. We were live on TikTok, just kind of waiting until the end, and it shut us down. So we wanted to jump here on YouTube to kind of talk about what we saw, what happened, and yeah, just sort of eulogize TikTok. So first, I'll let everybody introduce themselves, especially because YouTube might become our new home for a lot of these people that you are seeing now. So I want them to be able to introduce themselves. So we'll start with Isabel.
Hello, my name is Isabel Olmo. I am a Puerto Rican feminist fantasy author. I am the author of the Queen's Red Guard series, and I had a lovely little TikTok channel, and now it is gone. I am on Instagram, and the plan is to also be here. So I will be doing videos here more often.
Isabel was on BookTube back in the day.
Yes, I was. I used to follow Mari like in 2015, 2016, those good old days. So when I met her in person the first time, I felt like I was meeting a celebrity.
Nicole.
Hi, I'm on this channel all the time. I'm a regular guest star, a recurring character, a series regular, if you will.
Natalia.
Hi, I'm Natalia Hernandez. I'm also an author. I write Latin fantasy, and I got my platform and community on TikTok kind of by accident and then fell in love with it. So this is really surreal. But I'm also transitioning or planning to transition to YouTube. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited, more excited than I am nervous. But I am also on Instagram. Also on Instagram. So here and YouTube, Natalia Hernandez, author.
Lizzie.
I don't have the brain cells to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Lizzie. I've been a book talker for the last 4 years. I'm sad today, but so happy to learn more about YouTube from this group specifically. I'm learning a lot, so I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Admin.
Hello, my name is Carmen, and my channel is Tomes and Textiles, and I talk and uplift Latinx books and Latinx authors. I am not a YouTuber at all. I am very intimidated by all of your skill, eloquence, and intelligence, but I am here because my friends are here, and I will be doing video essays in time. So that's it for me.
So proud.
Meg.
Thank you.
Hi, Sam. Hi, guys. I'm Meg, and I am a bookish / fantasy cosplay creator on TikTok, and now on Instagram, and going to be on YouTube, which is very exciting. I'm also a bit anxious about moving into that space, but also really excited to take what I do in just a fantasy kind of tavern cosplay style onto the YouTube platform and get to spend more time with everyone. That feels really yummy and fun. So I am anticipating cautiously. That's how I feel.
So if you guys in the comments, there's a bunch of people here. So thank you. Hi, everybody, because this is like not planned at all. So you're just jumping on to say hello and hang out with us. So I appreciate you guys so much. So if any of you have questions about TikTok, about this friend group, about the transition from about what we think is actually going to happen to TikTok, because we're all like, bye TikTok, but I mean, I think that we are going to
that message, that
last
thank you
paragraph,
thank you Trump message.
Yes,
I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't know that I want to be
TikTok
part of it.
is going anywhere. So if you guys have questions in the comments, please. So people are coming over from your Instagram live, Carmen. So
nice.
Carmen was like, over and over again. So sorry I'm muted, but I'm like trying to get people.
So let us know if you have questions. But I want to start before we talk like about the other TikTok stuff that we were just on live. So we were sitting in our
wild.
respective homes, crying about the like approaching death of TikTok, and we were like, why don't we just jump on live and like see it through to the end? And today, on if you guys are not on TikTok or whatnot, there were like varying reports of when it would go dark. And we had heard midnight, and then it was kind of like 8:30. So we were on live watching it, but it ended up being
8:30.
us at 10:30. Was it?
Yeah, it was 10:30.
Yeah. So does anybody still have the notification that we got as we were sitting in live? Yeah.
Yeah. Should I read it?
I have it.
Yeah. Read it.
All right. It says, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the US. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok for now. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please stay tuned.
And then we got that
That says it
notification.
all.
It was really weird because we were on live and like who got it first? Isabel got it first, and so she was
Yes.
like,
And
"No."
there was panic.
Yeah.
There was
I was
so much
screaming. I'm gonna make like a compilation video of all of our reactions because I screen recorded it all, so I feel like that needs to definitely be seen.
Yeah.
Oh,
And once we got the pop up, the only things like options were learn more or close
More.
the app.
Mm-hmm.
So we were online. We were like, don't close out of the app, and we were then getting the notification like one by one. I still had not gotten the notification at all.
Really?
No,
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
see it. And what happened was it looked like I thought like my something happened with my internet. Like it like disconnected me like that. It froze me, and then it said you have a poor connection. So I was like, is this my internet? Is it not? But then you all started texting and we're like, so it just kind of froze out, right?
Yeah.
Or is that how you experienced
That was
it?
that was my experience too. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought that because I've been having iffy internet connection, and also the app was glitching a little bit too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so many people were on live that it was glitching. So when I got booted off, we didn't text right away. I think everyone had that same moment of like, wait, is this just me or are we done? But you never got the message at all, Muddy.
No,
Wild.
not until it had like frozen me out, and then I like clicked out and tried to click somewhere else, and it was like TikTok is gone. So, and Claudia was in the chat, and she said it stopped letting me post in the chat, and then it cycled through a bunch of lives as they went dark. That is so dystopian. That is so dystopian.
Hi, Jason.
Oh my gosh.
I just got a text.
Jason.
Not to bring the party down. I just got a text from a friend who is like, knows certain things, but she said, okay, I just talked to my husband who from a source said that he's pretty positive Meta bought it, with Facebook making a TikTok account 48 hours ago, Facebook asking people to connect their TikTok accounts starting 24 hours ago, and then a flux of senators bought Meta stock in the last 24 hours.
Well, seriously, fuck those senators who bought Meta stock. Seriously, they're not supposed to like enrich themselves with this information.
Exactly.
If we find out Meta bought it, it makes me sick.
The way that all of this has played out actually makes me so sick to my stomach.
We had talked
I wonder
a little bit online.
What about CapCut?
CapCut's gone.
People are telling me in my comments, CapCut and Lemonade are gone.
Yeah, I tried opening CapCut and I just got like a random message. It wasn't even a message. It just looked like a glitch.
Oof, not liking the way that
the same thing.
You know,
I don't like this at all.
We were talking about this on the other live about whether it like depending on who bought it or what happens next, if that's going to be like a decision factor for all of us if we stay on TikTok. And I'm still feeling very like I'm just so mad that it's easy for me to say right now, like whatever, I'll quit it. But it's actually very hard to like walk away from and quit. So I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think we're entitled, especially with how like nebulous and like nefarious and like gray this is all have been. Like we don't have to have an answer right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and we've been through it in the last week, right? Like we
Yeah.
got time.
I think
We
everyone
got
needs to
time.
be very
Figure it
kind
out.
to everyone.
But
Be
if
very
Yeah.
Meta
kind.
did buy it, like that's, because we don't know anything yet.
No.
Like if that's the case, it's so shady and underhanded.
Mhm.
It's like so like behind the scenes twirling mustaches, like ha ha ha, kind of
Mhm.
behavior.
Mhm.
It just blows my mind.
I agree.
It's one of those things too that I don't want to feel like I'm reaching for any tinfoil hats, especially because of how stingy they've been with information. And like even up to right now, right, we're locked out of the app. I still have no idea what that means. Like, it is all my content still out there living happily without me? If we ever log back in, or is all of our content gone? Like none of this was really communicated. So because they've been so stingy with information, I don't know. It just feels like we're not able to make decisions, really.
Right.
Yeah. I have I'm going to shut down my Instagram live and I'm going to my best friend lives in Japan. So I'm going to just text her and I'm going to ask her like what my TikTok
What
looks
it
like.
looks like.
It's
on their
officially
end.
gone for me. I was able to sort of see the For You page behind the notification. It's now gone.
I'm gonna look.
Oh, really?
Katrina
Yeah, I
said
can't.
Katrina was in China for the better part of last month, and she said that when she was there and she tried to open her app, it just looked like a refresh page.
Why am I? Oh, someone said your pages are still available.
Yeah,
Oh, wow, really? No way.
Yeah, in the comments. Thank you.
According to people on Blue Sky, U.S. accounts can still be seen and followed. I'm so glad I shut everything down. Like I didn't leave comments open or anything, because it's so weird to me that content would be floating out there, even if it's for 36 hours. I have too many haters to be like, yeah, just run amok here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially like stitches and things like that too, and like downloads. It's like I would not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to like be susceptible to that.
No,
You know?
yeah. The only thing I didn't turn off was comments. I just realized that I forgot to do it in the end. So they can comment, but they can't like download any of my videos or anything. So that's good.
Okay.
Okay, Claudia says that if you clicked on the learn more for the TikTok lock notification, it will take you over to a site that says that you can log in to get your data.
Yes, and that's the same thing I saw on my laptop too.
I forgot to turn off downloads.
I mean, I downloaded my stuff, so like
I downloaded my stuff.
Honestly, but like the amount of times my stuff has been downloaded and put on, like I was in the newspaper, an online newspaper once, and I had no idea. So like who at this point?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I agree.
Most of it's my face too. So I try to reassure myself that it's me.
This is like this is the most dystopian I've felt since like Y2K. Like this feels so strange.
It was such a experience to like, it was such a moment to like experience it live together with all of you, and like slowly each of us getting the message,
the notification. Yes,
that was so
and waving.
Yeah, you were like waving sadly.
So I followed the link for data, and it basically allows you to get the files all in text readable format.
So people are also saying that even VPNs won't work to try and log in, because our accounts are US servers and those are down.
Wow.
We've been trying to like use a VPN and set it to like Canada or whatever. It's not working.
Which a lot of people were talking about. I do remember a lot of people talking about that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people being like, well, don't count on that being something that'll allow you to go around. So I think it was kind of out, it being banned, it was probably going to be something they were going to figure out, right?
People in other countries also can't log into your account.
Yeah, I'm
The
seeing
worker
that.
is in Canada. They can't log into their
Oh.
boss's account. So like there's no
Oh,
like
wow.
way that somebody else could log in for you outside of the US.
So if I go
Okay.
visit
Wow.
friends in Guatemala,
Oh.
I'm not gonna just be
Your
able to like
account.
use it in Guatemala. My account.
Right.
So, and our accounts are visible. I'm really sorry if I missed that. Like
Yeah,
people can see
exactly.
our accounts,
Mhm.
but it's just, it is what it is.
So
I
if
wonder-
someone moved years ago, but their account started here, do they also not have access to it?
Sorry?
That's
Say that
Like
again?
if they made their account here as like an American account and then they moved, can they not access that too?
Oh, that's
It
interesting.
says if you're
Yes,
using
it
it.
Mm.
Like if it were still
Claudia says-
I'm assuming the phone number bounded, right? So like if it's still bounded to a US phone number,
Oh.
probably no.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Mhm.
I also wonder though, like, what if, let's just say, one of my videos, since people can still see my stuff, right? Like, the algorithm wouldn't be pushing out my videos anymore, right?
I don't know
Unless
what you
somebody
mean.
stumbled onto it.
I would assume it won't.
But let's just pretend like one of my videos went mega viral, and
Yep.
then a bunch of people overseas really liked it. Like, do you think my account would log that? Like, would my likes go up? Like, or are they just not tracking that anymore?
Is the
Some people-
question, is the creator fund like collecting my coin for me?
No,
That's
definitely
the
no.
question. That's my
The
question.
answer to that
I'm
is
just gonna ask
definitively
it.
no. Because
It's
there's
wild to
absolutely
think that
no.
someone abroad could fall in love with your content and then be like, oh no, they're an American.
I had comments like that today of like, bestie, I just got here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh,
that's so sad.
yeah, this was really weird. That like the time that like 10:35 Eastern time of it all is really on the 18th was so strange. I also
Yeah.
had another crash out about like, and thankfully President Trump is gonna help
I
us.
I'm still like we're having a conversation. I am not listening. I'm like
Beginning.
trying to listen and participate, but I am still losing my mind over
Over the
thank you,
notification.
President Trump. Like I can't.
It's
That-
on
that-
termination.
I took a screenshot. Yeah, I took a
Yeah,
screenshot. I don't think
so
we
did
can
I.
see it, but yeah.
Wait,
I'll have to
Jason,
find it out. But
how do
yeah,
you know your views are still going up? Do you have someone clocking it for you?
that's what I
He
want to
said
know.
he's got a Canadian friend reporting it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
if you
missed that.
saved
I
it
missed
for
that.
the last minute to download your TikToks. Oops.
Oops.
yeah.
I did. Yep.
The person in charge of
about
the
that.
off button wanted to go to bed.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Hi, Jamila.
Hi.
Hi, Jamila. Hello.
That I see. I still get FYP behind it. And it's
Johnny.
you,
Oh, that's
Jamila.
nice.
I see you back there.
Oh, yes.
Are you still getting videos in the back?
Mine is still loading. Mine is still loading videos.
Not.
Maybe it thinks you're in the DR.
Can
Maybe
you check
somehow-
all of our TikTok accounts and make sure we're safe?
So if I had changed the linked phone number, would that have done anything?
I don't
Maybe.
think so. I don't know. It can't just be phone number.
It can't be, but it might have helped.
No, it's your like country like location or whatever.
For those of you who were not in our TikTok live, we were confessing to things, and Maddie confessed that she's the CEO of TikTok, and, and the evidence is mounting. The evidence is mounting.
It is.
She's not locked out.
My
She's the
TikTok is,
only
like
one
working
out of
perfectly.
7 not locked out.
I will say, in addition to her confessions, Meg was confessing that she was at the book bonanza where Blake Lively was there to premiere it and
That's what
and she
started the
I will say that's what took us down. Blake Lively
I'm
took
so
us down.
sorry. I'm
It
so
started
sorry.
glitching.
Her
Glitching
pores?
so bad.
Woo! Blake's power, man. Yikes.
Maddie, how could you do this?
You knew
What can I say?
you knew it was gonna come back on you. You knew it.
You knew. You fucking knew.
Oh, what a season.
There were so
What a
many
season.
rewinds of like TikTok stuff, and I
The
saw
womb
so many
Yes.
womblands. I
The
saw so
womblands.
many womblands.
I
Yes.
have an ache in my womb lands.
I spent a few minutes listening to on repeat. No more contacting, please.
Oh.
Remember that bop?
No more
That was good.
contacting, please.
Please. Oh my god.
Thanks, Blake. The
Do
comment.
you all make goodbye videos? Did everybody do that?
I
did.
like
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, encouraging everyone to, but I just couldn't bear to post it. I was like, this is so pointless at this point. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't pushing out my videos for whatever reason.
Yeah. And Nicole, you mostly just shit post. Did you do any like,
No.
hey? Amazing.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry
God.
I didn't say goodbye properly to my 40 new friends, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
We
awesome.
Okay, so everyone on Marty's live has to know that we ran a telethon to get Nicole to 1,000 followers so she could like get into the live. That was incredible.
It was
It's incredible, and
amazing.
It was
everyone just
amazing.
won.
Great. I feel
That
like
was
I gotta
lovely.
reach out to
Truly the power of
my
TikTok
people.
community coming together.
I agree. I
I mean, if
agree.
we were gonna go out, that was a good way to go out. I
That was a
feel like.
great way
That
to
was
go
a good
out.
way to
That was
go
a
out.
great
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
I'm gonna support my wives. I'm gonna support my wives 150% of the time.
Everywhere.
Okay, I posted a picture just to say like join our YouTube eulogy. And I didn't like look at everyone's faces. I'm like,
We all look like shit. That's fine. Whatever.
I'm
Fine.
look like I wasn't invited.
It's okay. It's fine. As long as you look good, you look good. Yeah, that's fine.
This
Yeah,
is
no,
classic.
CEO face.
I'm
That's
really
Maddie's
happy
very
for you.
serious CEO face.
That is my thinking face, okay?
it was really good.
The face is super moved.
Yeah, man. I'm
Woof.
mad. You know what? No, I'm mad.
all-
Yes.
You are mad. We're all mad.
Someone else
sad.
screen recorded our last seconds and put it in my Instagram stories and tagged us all. Yeah.
I keep crying.
Just freaking out.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
crying. I'm so glad
God.
we were together when it happened, you guys.
I am too.
I am
And then
too.
you guys all were with us. Thanks to everyone who came up
I
from
know,
over there
and
over
then like
here.
went across 2 apps, 3 apps to like
Right?
make it here. Yeah,
Unreal.
like it's
Yeah.
that's bravery in
We
like
love
the
y'all.
social media time.
Very
Yeah,
special for sure, for sure.
We have some people who are in DC saying the vibes are off, which I
Oh,
can
I bet.
really imagine.
yeah,
we
yeah.
won't get to see
There was-
them.
yeah. So there was a big march today, or like
Yeah.
relatively big march in DC, and yeah, and then like on Monday, everything's going to be done in secrecy, which is just
So Democrats,
crazy.
That's always great.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the way
no, no.
things should be done.
Yeah.
Carrie Underwood will sing though. It'll be exciting.
Everything feels so broken. Feels so gross. I don't know. It's all bad vibes all the way down.
Mhm.
I agree. I agree.
Except for here.
Yeah,
Such a good
we're
vibe.
here.
No,
Really
no, no.
nice.
This is best vibes. Mm.
Let us hold your finger.
We're just holding each other's fingers, holding
I
space.
know we fingered at the wrong
Holding
time though.
space.
We
Yeah,
we
we-
came
yeah,
we
I
left
love
much
the
later.
person who said we're the last
Oh
of
my
book
God.
talk.
But honestly, like I know we've been talking about it a little bit, but if we were gonna all experience, if we were gonna experience that, I feel like it's so fucking special. It's so special that we were together when that happened. You know, that we just
Mhm.
decided to jump on and that we did that together. Because I think I would have. That would have. It just.
I would have lost it at home alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I was glad.
I thought I was gonna scroll a lot more. I scrolled a bunch yesterday and it was just like very like, just I don't know, doing the whole thing. But today it was like so many goodbye posts that I got to a point where I was like, I cannot do this. Like I can't.
No.
Yeah.
So I actually
agree.
was not on TikTok a lot. I probably would have just like not seen it go black. Like I would have woken up tomorrow and be like, okay,
Yeah.
whatnot.
Same.
I I couldn't sleep last night thinking about like when it was going to go dark and if it was going to go dark and like I wasn't going to witness it or whatever. So like texting with you all before doing the impromptu live and all those things, like it means a lot because like we weren't alone during that, right? Like we all had each other and we were all confused together and like all of these things, and like it was live or not, like via text or however we would have done it. It's like it was very nice to do it in community because it makes you feel very distant from community to like have it all go away, I think.
Yeah.
So it was nice, and you all are the best. So
Love
yeah.
you.
Love
I love you guys.
you.
And the people in the comments were so awesome, leading us on. They were
I
all
know, you guys.
I
Like,
know.
oh, what a beautiful
know.
send off.
Someone
know.
spent the day scrolling through their likes until they got to the bottom. And I feel like that was actually the experience that I wanted. Like that
Yeah.
is probably what I should have done. Because that's your greatest hits at that point,
Yeah, totally.
Like, yeah.
It's
Um,
beautiful.
Of my favorited videos.
Someone asked,
I saved all 5,000.
of your Facebook videos.
Yeah, they're currently going into my Dropbox. We're at, oh gosh. Oh, upload successful. So now all 5,000 are in my Dropbox. I can handle it.
Okay.
Wonderful.
That's a lot of saved videos.
What
yeah.
if TikTok comes back, but your page is permanently deleted, so you have to start over?
Oh my gosh.
It sounds like they're still there.
It depends. Does Meta own it or not in this scenario? Because I think that might change my answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay if it all goes away. Okay.
No, I just realized I forgot to download all the that I loved on TikTok.
The recipes?
Yeah, because I watch a lot of food videos.
That's exactly what I just thought of when Meg said that she was saving her, or she was downloading her.
That's why I did it.
Recipes.
That's literally why I did it. Because I had so many recipes and then like all these tips for house cleaning and like
Yes, I forgot to save those.
Forgot to save those.
Because I have a
too.
lot of ones that made me laugh, and then I was like, well, it was more in the moment kind of thing.
Right.
Forgot about the fucking recipes.
The recipe.
that was why that was most important to me.
I forgot the brie recipe. The cast down. I know.
No!
Carmen.
I forgot the brie recipe.
Carmen.
All right.
out.
I'm out. Do I get kicked out or what
next
happens?
sleepover's gonna suck.
You know what though,
So
Carmen?
that means we just have to keep trying. We're gonna have to run many an experiment and
Carmen,
recreate.
We'll find it. We'll
Okay.
find it.
All right.
It'll be like
Okay.
Phoebe and
All
her chocolate chip cookies.
I thought
I
it wasn't going anywhere. I still think it's going to come back very shortly.
I think
Yeah.
it's gonna come back so that Trump can
Get
Yep.
praise.
make a show of
Yep.
having saved it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though it comes back, it does feel like the end of something.
Yes.
Like there's
Yes.
no escaping
As
that
it was, it's
this
dead.
feels like something
I'm
has
not going to begrudge anybody their choices, like how they navigate this moment, but
Yeah.
I don't know, and I know I will not be the only one. Like there will be a lot of people for whom the handling of this will be like
Enough.
this is the end of a chapter. There will be before this moment and after this moment.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you are like, it's fine if Meta buys it, doesn't matter. If Trump himself buys it, like I'm going to be on TikTok or whatnot. I still think that this is like a cleaved in two moment. In
I
terms
agree.
of, what the app was and what we built it to, and then what it's going to continue to be. Like there will be a post TikTok ban in the US, and I don't know. It just
AD versus BD TikTok.
Yes.
Somebody in
Yeah.
the chat is comparing it to when Zuckerberg bought Instagram, and I don't actually think that that's an appropriate comparison because at that time, like who he was, like sociopolitically, is not the same as now, and like Instagram hadn't. Instagram, like the what Instagram was at the moment that Facebook acquired it, and I don't know, and like they just didn't change it quite that much right away. They took they were at that moment in time they were very smart, and to like leave it alone and then eventually start fucking with it, and then in this way where like I don't see how you can't get around the fact that the app just thanked Trump, just booted me, but
Yeah.
thanked Trump for how it will come back. Like you can't like that. There is actually no comparison for this moment. Like I don't know. I've been through many a social media app's rise and fall over the years, but that was unique.
As a so before I got my accounting major, I have a history major, and I studied warfare in the 20th century. And in particular, I spent 2 years doing independent study on Weimar Germany. And so like I feel like I'm very prepared for this moment. But the problem is that social media, it's very hard to make comparisons because of the way information moves. But I do feel like Marina said this, it's a cleaved in two movement. Like, even if it comes back, if it is owned by Zuckerberg or like one of these oligarchs, right, in our country, it's still a movement towards fascism, right? And it's like we saw it on our phones, right? We literally saw it on our phones. Like, Trump may save us. And when you have someone who is the person who will save you, literally, who is the person who caused the problem, right? He caused the problem, and he saved us. Like, let's be very clear with this. You know, it's like it will never be the same, right? It will never be the same. It was a moment, and I believe it was all of us speaking and being independently free in a way. And I don't think, regardless of what happens, it will ever be the same. And I think we need to like accept that in whatever capacity. And I think a lot of people are going to be like, Trump saved us. This is great. We still have TikTok. And that's that anti-intellectualism that we talk about a lot. I see Nicole like, and so I'm waiting, but I feel like, you know, that's what I feel like.
No, and I also I need to remove that word from my vocabulary.
No, I love it.
No.
Keep it.
Keep it. We love it.
Well, I also think that I think that's why it's so okay and why it feels correct to mourn a little bit, because whether or not it comes back, what it is that we fell in love with and what it is we built community on and what it is that we thrived on and like found each other on, that's not the same. It's like it's like a necromancy thing. Like it might come back, but it's not gonna be the same, you know? And so I think that's why it's so appropriate for us to like feel the way we are feeling. And like the people who are saying, oh, it's just an app, it's not. It was a community that we built. It was a whole movement that we started, multiple movements that we started. So the feeling of loss and mourning, I think is correct, whether or not it comes back, if it's saved, whoever owns it, whatever, it's not the same.
I think it's really interesting to and this is a half-formed thought at almost midnight here, that like for a lot of us, we joined in 2020 sort of in the middle of like a disaster of the Trump presidency during a time where I mean it literally killed millions of Americans, right? His poor leadership and so like that joining of this space in that moment, now it feels like the bad kind of full circle to have him coming back into office by his own actions, starting the thing that took this away, and then being like, here, I'm going to give it back to you, but who knows in what format. Like it feels so insidious, it feels so disgusting that we experience like that entire thing.
Yeah, it's I think in this age of media literacy that we're living in, I think like the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. You know what I mean? And like I think a lot of people are going to be like, well, look, he saved it and like it's great. And you know, like they don't even understand what the whole Supreme Court ban like is about. You know what I mean? And it's like there's a lot more things about communication, free speech, and things that are a part of like what this TikTok ban is. And you know, I think that that's a scary part. Is like a lot of people don't understand. It's not just the social media app. It's not just what's happening with it. It's a lot more with free speech that is going on.
Yeah.
That's very troubling.
Meg, sweetheart, you okay?
Yeah.
It's just like crying. We're just making me cry all night.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
No, we want to hold you and like hug you and like tell you it's gonna be okay.
I'm like, I think I'm just, I am feeling, I was feeling so hopeful. And now I'm like, I feel there's like a sense of hopelessness that's like starting to hit. And I don't want to feel that way. But at the same time, like, well, it feels like a safeguard almost to feel that way.
I feel like part of the sort of fascism playbook though is making everything feel inevitable.
Yeah.
That there's like nothing that we can do, and this is going to continue to roll forward, like no matter
Ugh.
what we do,
Yeah.
right? Like it is inevitable that all of our social media apps are controlled by these people who are supporting Trump, right? And that it is what it is. So gotta just keep creating, gotta just keep, you know. So I don't know. I totally get it. We're like sitting in the thick of like the mourning stage of this all.
Yeah.
Helpless at all, but I also
100%.
like there's some part of me that is like indignant about this and like being like you can't convince me that this is normal. I know and I feel
No.
like this is not normal,
Mm.
and I don't know. It's
Yeah.
that's I don't know. I get angry more than anything else. I get like so enraged.
Can we
And,
kick
you
people
know,
out?
And I think like, you know, as a Libra, I'm in the middle of both of these emotions, right? I want to cry, and I think that there is a room, like we have to have the room for softness in order to enact change. I think, especially in like fascism and like what it does to other people and make you so hard and like not want to care. But there is the part of me that wants like spite and anger and like I'm going to use my platform and like we are influencers, right? Like we have the ability to enact change. And I think that fascism, the one thing it wants us to feel like is that we don't have the ability to do that. And it's like, we do. We do. And it's not like right now at 11:41 p.m. on a Saturday night. It is when we want to do it. And all of you are extremely powerful women who are going to fuck this shit up. And I believe all of you, but like we have to be Meg right now and we have to like be able to cry. You know, like we have to have the room for all of our emotions right now. That is very valid and very necessary in order for us to do the work after today. Okay? And I love you all.
Carmen. Love you
Follow
too.
you to the end, Carmen.
And I like
To the end, I would have followed you to the end. Very hit your door.
Oh, fuck me. Oh.
Okay. Okay.
You gotta, feel.
It's so
I'm
funny.
I'm mostly in the rage stage personally, but I think like all of it is, I don't know, all of it is valid. All of it is like you can't, I don't know, you can't do anything if you are focused on like suppressing stuff. I also feel like I don't know, separately while we're in like on a bookish space chatting like bookish stuff, I feel like some of people's tendency towards escapism is rooted in a refusal to engage with their emotions. And so like there's a ways in which like all of the ways in which people are like, oh, I read to escape and I just like I'm gonna turn my brain off, like that is actually profoundly fucking irresponsible. Look around. You cannot turn your brain off, but also like you actually, what I think you actually need to do is start processing some emotions. Like for real, process some emotions.
Yeah.
And then let's go. Like, I don't know. That the emotions you need to process are going to look different for everybody. And like, that's, I don't know.
And we're all moving at a different space tonight. tomorrow, in like a few days. Like there's no timeline
Yeah.
for anyone. But like, it's like we have to look small and like to our little communities before we can like do big changes. And like it will happen, I think, for everyone. It's just this is just a fucked timeline right now, and like we can hold each other and like we can hold each other in that pain, and like in that loss and grief and like all those things. It's like we'll move past it. We have to get through it. And we're literally doing it on a YouTube live. We did a TikTok live and then we moved to another live. We're literally grieving in real time,
I think too that it's like important to remember that I don't know, the things that we do to make stuff, whether it's writing books for Isabel and Natalia, or creating videos, or creating educational content for Nicole, or like the variety of things that we make are really important. Which I think that I saw a lot of people being really dismissive about people feeling some type of way about the band, and like the in addition to it being like, well, this is people's like community and hobby and livelihood. I don't know, there's a way that like making things is really important. Even if they're like, people don't understand videos on the internet, but that kind of it's so human to congregate and to make things. And so it is important to continue to do that.
My other hot take about all of this is the ways in which we've like started calling everything content is like a profoundly capital, like, I don't know, it's art. It is art. The things like art criticism, literary criticism, that is art. All of this, like, it is art. They are like novel new forms of art, but like the things that you all are creating, like that is also art. And like not thinking about it, there's a way in which that dismissiveness is like directly threaded, right? Like those two things are very interconnected. And like fuck that, I don't know, like people made a lot of really beautiful weird little art on TikTok, and I'm hungry that I don't get to see all the beautiful weird art that people made anymore.
Yeah, agreed.
It's hard. It makes it much harder to connect with art. I do agree with that. Like, I feel like there was a freedom on TikTok, right? And there's a lot more barriers to entry to that. I agree.
And like you could find, I found so many things that I didn't even know I was interested in. And then it just was there. And I was like, you know what? This is incredibly soothing. I'll tell you one thing. Those people who like have these notebooks and they like just use scrap paper to make like little collages or whatever. Mm-hmm. I found that incredibly relaxing.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah. It's beautiful.
They need to like make these like little collages, not to sell them, not to do anything with them, just like to create something for a moment and like feel better. And then they were sharing with it, and I found it like almost meditative. And people would comment, can you do peach and lavender? Those are my favorite colors. And it would be like a peach and lavender style page with like different, it was beautiful. It was stunning.
Oh, nice.
The man who made the little teapots from clay by the tapping, did you guys ever?
I saw his stuff. It was beautiful.
Yes.
Oh,
he did stunning work. He did it all by hand, tapping. I would watch those videos. Yeah, it's like a meditation.
Yeah, that's just like, it was so cool. Like, that's so cool.
Yeah. There was that one woman who did the tumblers, and she like painted the tumblers every night. She was live every night. And for some reason I got on hers, and it was like every night for a while I would watch her just make these things, and it was just like the most wholesome place to be on the internet. And she was just hanging out with her Southern accent, talking to everybody, and like I just thought it's such random things, but again, it's people creating, and I got to see people in real time creating something lovely, and then see a whole comment section of community also hyping them up and saying how beautiful and how lovely those things are. And it's like, well, this feels so original. And so it was just lovely. It's lovely. So yes, we were crying about that.
And then also the other thing is like, I was, a good thing that I learned was that just because I like something doesn't mean I have to do it as well.
Yeah.
I don't have to make these little
I have no
collages.
intention of making a teapot,
No.
but it's very nice to watch.
I have not learned that lesson yet because every time I'm like, do I need to order $200 worth of supplies right now?
That is how it was.
That's
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 with the little collage stuff. And I realized it wasn't satisfying for me to do it. And then, so it was a good lesson for me to be able to just absorb and appreciate rather than feeling like I need to contribute or like, yeah.
If you guys, speaking of people who like make things, did everybody see Sarah's?
Yes, they're
Oh,
amazing.
Sarah's amazing.
Amazing.
So
Sarah.
talented.
Sarah is an amazing human.
Sarah's
Amazing
Bookish
human.
background. Do you
And
know
So
how
talented.
Do you know how
Yes.
flattered I was when she made Flowers of Prophecy bookish macarons? Like you saw my stuff and then you were inspired to do your own stuff because of my stuff. That's so cool. Like, that's so cool.
Oh my
beautiful.
god.
It's like art inspiring art. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Sarah's so
someone asked-
talented. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, please.
I was just gonna say, someone asked what our favorite weird corner of the internet was.
No, I didn't see that one. I got Nate the Hoof Guy if I was scrolling for too long. Nobody else saw me.
Yes.
That's how you knew that was your version of
that was my.
scrolling.
You've been scrolling.
I didn't know you
No,
could
I
do
blocked that guy. I blocked that guy. But Nate the Hoof Guy, he would say, "Welcome to another," and I was like, "Oh shit, I've been here for hours." That was
I didn't even know you had to do that to horses.
the cows.
It was when I watched it 4 years ago. I think when I first stumbled, I was like entranced for like an entire day.
Yes.
Well, I already said mine was like, it's not weird, but it's just not, it was very different for me. It was the collages. And also the guy who made the custom greeting cards. Did you guys ever see him?
Oh, I
He
did.
was like a quarterly pop up for me. He would just kind of once in a while.
Yeah,
pop
he
up.
was like the handmade greeting cards. It was very cute.
There's this artist who did a lot of like her whole thing was like blue collar scenes and like making art about. So she would do she made a lot of the other thing that she did a lot of was disco balls, but then she would paint these like really beautiful portraits of like a McDonald's and like,
Wow.
like would do some I don't know like commentary on like class and like I don't know what things we deem worthy of being I don't like being given the treatment of art. She was anytime she appeared. That was it.
I also found a lot of music on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not only just
I agree.
sending sounds, but I would find like, I don't know, musicians like talking about their work and stuff like that. A lot of like for the time that I've been on TikTok, I don't listen to like a lot of radio or whatnot, but I find things because of things like social media and TV or whatever. Most recently it's been like TikTok all the way down. So
I feel like what was so unique too about those musicians is because they were on TikTok, there was just like a different pulse. Like a different pulse. It was they knew what was happening in the world, so the lyrics felt really rich.
I really like
different way.
the artists who animated with stick figures. Phone calls. Don't ask. It was the dark corner of the
Isabel's always like on the leading edge.
Maybe I scrolled for way too long and somehow I got there, and then once it saw me stop and hit a like, it kept showing them to me. So I saw a lot of really hilarious 911 calls animated on stick figures.
Oh my god!
I think that
Oh yeah, I remember that.
this
It was
is
a long time.
I'm gonna miss Book Talk and all the Book Talk drama. I think it's really funny because like all of the bookish spaces have drama. Like it was Twitter, the Twitter character of the day before or whatnot. And now, because I haven't talked about how much I hate this platform here yet, I talked about it on the other threads can catch these hands. That is
It's like really truly is exposing people as just like deeply fucking stupid in ways I wasn't prepared to learn. Like I wasn't prepared to learn this. We have a thing about how in Pride and Prejudice there's this line where Jane wasn't prepared to learn that there was so much wickedness in all the world. Like when she's learning like the truth about Wickham, she's like, I actually cannot process this. We have this conversation. That's me, but like with stupidity, where like I would she'll be like, no, Nicole, I really think they're just stupid, and I'm like, no, there has to be an explanation for why this is happening. Like they can't actually be that empty-headed. And she's like, no, I really think they are. And that's Threads. That's really every time I open the Thread, I'm like, oh, okay.
Is everyone on Threads?
No.
I am.
No.
Who has not been on Threads yet?
I get
Liz
I
is
guys see all of you guys post on Threads, so I haven't left it. Do I need to leave it?
Oh,
To be clear, I keep opening and posting.
I'm like, I see you on it, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna keep it because I want to know what Mari's saying.
I just want it to be full disclosure. Meta's paying me to be on Threads, so that's why. That's the only fucking
Are they
reason
also
I'm on
paying you to
there.
be a librarian
Take the money.
for Goodreads?
That's
What
how I ended
else?
up on Reels.
I mean,
Yeah.
that is
Well,
a better
you know,
explanation than me being
the
on Threads.
reels is where I would like to be, but I'm, redheaded stepchild in Threads, so I'm there. I'm there forever.
We haven't done this here yet, but if you guys want to talk a little bit, like where are you? I mean, TikTok, if TikTok comes back or not, I think a lot of us are thinking anyways about like, where we are putting our content in the future. So where will you guys be posting?
Instagram, unfortunately, that's where I have a most active following. I've got a lot of readers that interact with my stuff for whatever reason, more than actually TikTok.
Because it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the readers really do interact with my Instagram. posts more. I think they see them. Versus TikTok, it wasn't showing them to anyone. So of course they're not interacting. So
yeah. Instagram does do a better job of actually showing your stuff to the people who are following you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it was not showing it, so no one really was, commenting on a lot of stuff. I do one post, I've got like a lot of interactions. So Instagram, and of course I'm trying YouTube to see how that goes. If TikTok comes back, I mean, to be honest, I think that the past year with the ads overpowering a lot of the app, I pulled back on posting like personal stuff, like updates, and I kind of just focused on like just talking about my book and writing and publishing, but almost like, keeping myself completely out of it, because again, it wasn't pushing it to anyone. So anyone who ran into my video might as well run into like information about my books. So if it comes back, maybe a video here and there, but I don't know. Especially that last message, sour stomach, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree.
I whether or not TikTok aside, I would like to try a little bit more of a long form content, more like a vloggy type of thing on YouTube. As much as it like intimidates me, I'm just gonna listen to Nicole screaming at me and saying just have fun. So I'm just gonna have fun. I'm gonna, do my thing, and if I stray, I know she'll just yell at me some more. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful. And then just like short form kind of updatey stuff on Instagram. And I do have a website, nataliahernandezauthor.com, which I need to put back up. Marina.
Oh, yes, I got you.
I shut it down somehow.
Reminder on live.
It's back on. So I do have a website. It's a lovely website. Like it's really, really nice. I didn't design it because I can't do that shit, but it's like really nice. It's just like not up right now. But yeah, I won't be there. I'm just saying because I have a newsletter.
That we should be updating all the time.
We should be updating. We should be sending out.
You've got Nicole and Isabel. Yeah, you've got two managers.
No, I was not saying it because I was doing it. Please.
No.
Oh.
She's telling herself.
I know I
She's
should
telling
be
herself.
doing it.
Yeah.
I know.
I'll
but
send you
it's
guys like a little text message. Have you posted?
We posted.
Please do.
No, wait, you should offer that as a service. Like,
I
You
don't
should.
know what to write in
No.
my
Text
newsletter.
messages
it
from
will
Nicole.
only be for my
I don't
friend,
know
for
what
my
to
wife.
add in my newsletter. I
You
just
should just put it in our group chat, Nicole. Every
Yeah,
now and
that's
then,
what I'm
just
saying.
like be like, "Hey, all of you,
Yeah,
have you
Yeah.
posted?"
I
Have
need a
you
voice
done
message.
what I told you to do?
Yeah.
like Lizzie looks nervous. Lizzie's like, oh no.
No,
Let's
I
not
need you
stress our
yelling at me.
baby. Let's not stress our baby.
Yeah.
I need it though. I need the motivation.
It really is the thing
Do
though
it.
of like just like have fun and also accept that like you will not be like you got really good at making TikToks because you did it for many years. And so probably the first couple of videos you make on YouTube are not going to be that good. That's just going to be
we want to be
It's gonna take
perfect,
longer than a
Nicole.
few.
She's posted one video and has like 22,000 followers. She's fine.
Yeah,
She's fine.
Who?
She's fine. Just do what you want to do.
Meg?
Wait, who?
Just be yourself.
Who?
Who posted? You got
Lizzie.
22
Oh,
you have 22,000 followers on YouTube?
yeah.
Yeah.
I messed up.
what else? Who else has something to say?
She's fine.
Oh my
She's gonna make
gosh.
it. She's the baby.
the
Our
baby's
baby
fine.
could
Our
teach
baby's
us.
going to be okay.
Yeah, she's gonna be
I
okay.
cannot take any more
Meg's like, hold on. I've got to do this now.
No.
She's fine.
I'll figure it out. What's funny is when I first got on TikTok, I had to all of my videos were 10 minutes and I had to shrink them down to a minute because that's all that was allowed. But I got so used to that now it's hard for me to do long form. And now I have to
I
hear
get it.
myself talk and script it more. And I can't. I'm not scripted on TikTok at all.
I don't script. Yeah.
Talking
You're
about,
gonna
like,
be.
enormous success though. Like Meg just started her YouTube and she's got over 1,000 subscribers already.
Mhm.
Just started it. So
We're desperate for all of your like YouTube long form content. Like that's the thing. That's the thing. Like the need is there. TikTok met the like what people wanted, but like everyone wants more from all of you.
I love the people.
It's so
that
funny because
pressure
I
me.
started with YouTube doing long form. Sometimes my videos would be like 15, 20 minutes long. And I thought TikTok sucked because it only gave me 60 seconds. And now I'm like, oh, I can't do 15, 20-minute videos.
Oh my god, the comment section, y'all are so sweet.
They're so sweet.
Separately,
I feel
I
like-
feel like it would be really good for my brain to stop watching 60-second videos. I've like told this.
I agree.
I'm yelling about this to everybody who will listen, so I'm so sorry, but I do still have to say this again. We watched Shogun for the podcast last year, and I watched the first like 2 episodes normal, and then I had to switch to the dubbed version because I literally could not be staring at my phone. This is the single best TV show I watched in all of 2024. The show is amazing. I have nothing but great things to say about it. And I still I could not just sit there and watch the screen without doing my little the whole I don't know. And that experience was so depressing to to me personally of what has happened to my brain. What has happened to my brain? That's disturbing. I don't know that I can't.
But does it have to be your phone or do your hands just have to be busy? Because for me, if I'm crocheting now, I'm like, oh, I can watch something and also crochet.
And I feel like that's there's a baby steps journey of it too, where that's the thing, that's part of why getting into embroidery is that's the thing where this is something that I can be doing that isn't staring at my phone, and I do feel that need of something has to be happening. It would be nice if I could just sit down and watch a thing. Maybe.
Remember when I used to watch TV shows just sitting down and watching TV shows, and now I simply cannot.
Just raw, just watching TV shows raw.
raw.
The only reason I do video games is because I have to be physically holding something now.
Oh, I do love a good video game.
Mm.
I'm gonna get Baldur's Gate as soon as I move into the new place.
Really?
Lizzie is very excited.
Yeah.
Please send me every update. I'm talking hourly updates.
Okay.
Hourly.
Okay.
Serious.
I will watch your live stream.
Perfect. Great. That sounds great. We could just hang out and play video games.
And crochet.
And crochet. Yes, that's right. We've who hasn't picked up a crafty hobby yet? Only Isabel.
I don't
Carmen.
craft.
Carmen.
Yeah, well.
I don't craft. But I am playing my Sims, and my Sims are crafty.
How
Yeah,
are our
that's
Sims?
true.
Yeah, how are
Yeah,
how
how
are
are
you doing?
How are they? Are they still hot?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hopefully, I haven't popped in there. Hopefully, whoever's cooking is cooking garden salads all the time. Otherwise, we would have all inflated. And I kind of stepped away when Meg and Natalia Sims started making out in the kitchen.
It was too much for you. It was too much for you.
Listen,
I love that she specified the Sims. She's like, no one's gonna quote this out of context.
Right. Like, I'll be specific. You're gonna catch me.
And I was just like, I don't know what they're doing. I'm just gonna let them live their life. But I can just pop in and see how they're doing. I'll
My
send
feed is still loading.
what?
CEO confirmed.
Bitch,
CEO
like,
confirmed.
where's your
What?
phone?
What?
I'm not
That's
asking any questions.
CEO confirmed what, Nicole? CEO.
Oh, I'm confirmed as the CEO.
Oh, you're the CEO now.
Oh,
Yes.
I was
forgot,
like,
sorry.
what information do we have?
Yeah, I was like, what?
Her thing is still loading. I'm still just seeing Jamila behind my little thank you, President Trump notification.
Roses
Okay.
on roses. I need Isabel to create a YouTube series of the Sims of this group.
I was about to say the same thing. I was 100% about to say you should just start live streaming our Sims. Yeah.
I don't even know how to live stream. So Nicole, I'll call you.
Yeah. Call me. We'll figure it out.
You know, I'm not tech savvy.
Marty
I
bought
write my
TikTok.
books in Word. Okay.
Marty bought TikTok.
Yeah, the bindery money, you guys. It turns out it's actually crazy. I don't know why I'm still paying my student loans over here when you bought TikTok, but
That's why she wasn't joking when she said she's the CEO of TikTok. That's why it's still working for her.
Stop! You're gonna make people cancel their memberships. They're gonna be like, "She doesn't need my $5."
she has a job. To be clear, she needs your
I'm
$5.
unemployed. I do need your $5.
The $5 make or break everything.
Just so we're clear, so I'm not spreading misinformation.
I wouldn't join an MLM if I were rich.
I can teach you how to do the whole thing. I know all the ins and outs of the MLMs. I got you. I've got you.
MLM Nepo baby.
Okay, it's midnight.
Is it really?
And I see everyone taking turns yawning. Anything else? What are
I'm looking
final
like-
thoughts?
We didn't finish doing
Red
the where to find everybody. So we got
We haven't
Isabel
even had
and,
one thought. We haven't even had one thought.
No.
I don't have a
Lizzie,
final
where can
thought.
people find you?
Oh, sorry. Red Note is so sad right now.
Oh.
It's just
Oh.
crying. You can find me on Red Note. I'm like Bumblebeezus on pretty much everything. Blue Sky, YouTube. On Instagram, I'm Beezus Books. I think I'm the most active on Instagram right now. That's where you can find me.
Carmen.
I'm Tones Textiles, Instagram, and soon, I guess it's coming soon to YouTube.
Meg.
I'm Meg's Tea Room. I look so tired.
We
I'm
all
gonna be so puffy tomorrow. I'm Meg's Tea Room on or Megs.T.room because someone else has Meg's Room on Instagram, and then
Do you
Meg's
want
Tea
us to
Room.
fight them?
Yeah, how do we do that? No, don't fight anybody.
Can we?
Yeah.
Don't fight
I
anybody.
think
No, but you can
we'll
send them a
leave and the
hard
rest of
We're
them
gonna do it
will
anyway.
go.
You can't stop.
You
me.
can
Yeah.
send
Who
them,
do we have to fight?
you can send them a threatening email. How about that?
Great. I would love that.
No
Perfect.
fisticuffs.
I'm really good about those.
No fisticuffs. But yeah, Meg's Tea Room everywhere, basically YouTube there, Blue Sky, and then I also am on Red Note, but I don't really see myself being active. I think I just downloaded it for the funniness, and I don't really see myself using it. So, plus it's probably going to.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You guys are on my channel, so you know where to find me mostly. Also, we talked a bunch. I saw in the comments about BookNet Fest. I hope you guys can try and make it to BookNet Fest 2025, happening May 23rd and 24th in Orlando.
So good.
It is so good, if I do say so myself.
It's so fun.
Yeah, and I'm
Also,
sure
everyone should be on Blue Sky. We should do
I'm
Blue
on
Sky.
Blue Sky.
I'm on Blue Sky.
I am. I never
I haven't used it.
posted.
I haven't posted yet. I haven't gotten back to the place where like Twitter used to be, where every thought I had went on Twitter, like that. I'm in the place where I'm like, what do I say on Blue Sky? So
Yeah.
I'm there, but
post all your dumb thoughts on
Really? Is that all?
I saw someone say put videos on Blue Sky,
Really?
and like it's like an early adaptation. Like
Hmm.
you can do a 60, it's either 60 or 90-second video. I don't know what that means. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying
This is what
people
I'm
on Blue
told.
Sky mostly feel like they have at least two brain cells to rub together. I mean, you still get the reply guys. They're still like, it's I don't know. Anytime you say stuff on the internet, people are gonna be annoying there. Max. But like it's I don't know. I did also reopen Tumblr for the first time in months.
Yes, I have been thinking a lot about Tumblr.
I love Tumblr. Yeah, really was excited to get
I already have a platform on Tumblr.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, do I go back? I don't know. I have been thinking a lot about Tumblr.
Also, YouTube. All of our YouTube YouTube accounts are linked in the description of this video.
Yes. So go follow my friends. They are the best. I met them because of TikTok, and so as much as like this whole thing has been awful and terrible, and like I don't know where it's gonna go, at least we have each other.
Yay! We're holding space. Yeah.
We're holding.
Hold your finger again.
Makes me so happy.
Everybody in the chat too. Put fingers out.
Everyone in the chat. Everyone in the chat.
Everyone in the chat.
I'm gonna hold space.
Give us a finger. That's
Thanks
so
for hanging out with us in the recap of the final moments, at least for now, of TikTok. I'm sure we'll be back next week, and we'll see what we see then. I mean, maybe we'll do another live when it comes back, and we'll talk a little more about what happens next. But at least we went through TikTok going dark together. We got to talk about it. Oh, look at all the fingers.
I like that people are doing a mix of this one and this one.
It's like everyone's like,
This is
well,
so
I'm
cute.
glad
You guys
we're
are
all
so
together.
cute.
I'm glad we were all together.
Yeah, me too.
Love
I
you
love
all
you
so
guys.
much.
All right, good night.
Love you too.
Good
Good
night.
night, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.